want to say it's great to have you with us tonight. We
Thanks, man.
featured some of the new school talent that comes out of the east coast of Canada. And tonight we're headed back out east to get a proper slice of rave history from PEI to Halifax, St. John to St. John's. He has held down residencies all across the coast and more. It's excitement right now, obviously, to hang out with him tonight. An original DJ hero, Mr. Sonny D. Welcome to the show, Utility Room.
Thanks. Thanks, man. It's good to see you again. It's been too long.
It has been a long time. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously the pandemic makes it a long time for everybody, but
Yeah.
this is like an extended long time.
I think the last time maybe was Toronto Pride.
No. Gosh,
Yeah.
I think that was like what was that, 2008 or 2010?
Yeah.
No, I played in
St. John. When was St.
Halifax.
John?
I've been to St. John in New Brunswick. I've been out to St. John a number of times. The reason why I stopped going was because of the pandemic, but I've been going out there and hanging with Fowler lots. You know, um, gosh, what was I just saying to you? The last time I saw you, no. So what I was going to say was the New Reflections in Halifax. I think in 2013 or 2014, I played there with DJ Dan. And did you not open that show? Okay, so that was after Pride, wasn't it? I think it was. When was what was the DJ scene like when you first started? What? Okay.
So she talked to the principal, and he used to let me do sock hops at lunchtime in the gym. So every lunchtime, I'd set up my equipment on the stage, and kids would dance around.
Where did the name Sock Hop come from? Do you know the origin of this? I've heard it before. I never understood what it. I am assuming that once upon a time there was some type of organized dance that was on the floor and people would hop over a
Yeah, I
sock
think.
and maybe a sock would get taken off and extended. It's all
No, I
I've
think they
got.
used
This
to
is all I've
just.
got. Sorry.
I think they used to hop around in their socks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this was in the 50s when that term first started. But
You could just
well, yeah,
you could just go and set up in class. Everyone was cool with it. Teacher was encouraging.
yep,
Never a
absolutely.
shutdown.
My no, my dad used to help me make lighting effects. We took a turntable, put a big flashlight on the turntable with a red gel on it, and then it would spin around, and it looked like a police light. You know what I mean? Like a cop light.
Yeah, a bubblegum machine, I think, is maybe I'm saying it wrong. Oh wow, I forgot to update the tiles, so tonight we're the freestylers. How about that? Your breakbeat legend.
I can handle that.
He can handle it. I'll
Yeah,
have to go back and fix it and fix that after. So apologies. I'm sorry about that. That's my bad.
no
I
problem.
was I was making the tea and got distracted.
Yeah.
It happens. What
So yeah, when I got back into DJing again in '98, I was working at a skateboard park, and they had a DJ booth made out of an old bus. And so I brought some records in and started goofing around. And someone heard me and booked me for a party like a week later. And it ever since it's been Like that's been my job. So
Did did you think to yourself at that time, like, firstly, what was the music that you were handling? What feelings were you distributing?
like in '99,
Yeah,
uh, anything DJ Dan played,
but
anything
what
Donald
about?
Glaude
I mean,
played.
actually, before this, like the sock hops, the sock hop adventures.
Oh yeah, okay,
When
okay.
you were setting your stuff up, what was the sound? What was the idea?
Well, I went to school in Preston. I don't know if you've heard of Preston, but Preston's a black community in Nova Scotia. So half my friends were black. So there was a lot of funk and soul. Um, the Message, you know that track, The Message.
Grandmaster
Um,
Flash.
Grandmaster Flash, lots of Grandmaster Flash. Donna Summer. Um,
How were you getting exposed to this music?
Mostly through my sister, believe it or not.
And what was
Yeah,
and
my sister was a little older than
how is
me.
she being seated this music?
She lived in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and again, too, she grew up near Preston, so she had a lot of black friends as well. So, Taste of Honey, um, Ohio Players, like all that funk sound was really big
Right.
in my neighborhood. So
Did you have a record store locally that you were shopping at that was that was helping you discover?
no, but Sears uh, in Halifax had a great record selection, and I'd go in with my mom. She'd let me off at the record department while she went shopping, and I'd pick up Bootsy Collins or even Kiss. Kiss was one of the first records I
Did
bought.
you road trip ever to
Um,
go shopping? Did you try and extend your reach or did that come later on down the road?
that came later on. Yeah,
So do you
yeah.
remember what happened? What the vibe was like? This is obviously, I'm assuming, pre 99. With what it was that you started saying, for example, DJ Dan as a sound, that the music that you were playing. Uh, what happened in Halifax when a record store finally opened? Did this become like now a form to help bring people together?
There was Revolution Records. Nick
Yeah,
Nonsense owned that, and yeah, he was definitely a a driving force behind the DJ scene in Halifax. Like every weekend you were there buying records, and Nick and I were roommates for a while, so I had a special connection with him. So he would put aside everything that he thought I would like. So I had a
and
I had an in
an
there. It was
an
nice.
advantage.
Yeah,
Fresh
yeah,
cuts, first picks.
yeah,
How many
yeah.
formats have you used to perform?
Like as far as like records, CDs, that kind of
Right,
thing.
yeah, like
Yeah.
where
uh,
are you at right now? Because you've gone from the 1200,
I'm
you saw the first CDJ.
yeah. I'm back to 1200s with Serato. I've got a Rain MP 2015. Um, that's what I like to do now. But for a long time there, I was with Ableton. Mashing up everything,
Why did
acapellas,
you leave
and
behind the digital? Well, you haven't really left it behind, but why have you gone back to decks?
um, nostalgia. It feels it feels like it did back in '99. You know what I mean? Like I'm not looking to push any boundaries anymore, right? I'm retired, so I just want to do what I feel. So
Doesn't sound very retired. You mean that you're not taking on new gigs.
right,
But this
right.
let me this isn't just because of choice. Or is it? I mean, was there not a form of need? I mean, I guess we could kind of talk about this because I know it. I know you brought it up to me. Um,
Yeah.
so I don't know a whole lot about it, but what happened and when did you first get the information that you're in?
So just about 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with Meniere's disease. And Meniere's disease is an inner ear thing that it causes me vertigo. Um, most frequencies are super distorted if they're up loud. Tinnitus is like next level. Like we're talking therapy for it and stuff. Like it's so I really I just can't spend any more time in loud environments because it's going to take its toll. I don't want to go. I don't want to go Pete Tong.
Has there been an indication of what brought it on? This is something that's natural that could just happen, or was there a form of was there a trigger to it? I guess mostly I'm asking, is this because of was this because of DJing? I guess is what I'm trying to get to. Surfer's ear. Okay. Why does that happen? I'd never heard of something like this before, and I mean also not like because how am I supposed to know that something that could happen to somebody? I would know the name of it. So when you first said what was going on, obviously I gave you some of my heart here. I feel for you. I'm not quite sure of how uncomfortable it could possibly be at times for you. I didn't know anything about it. I had to do a Google to be like, what is this? Like, what's happening to my buddy? Wow. So the sounds right now, I'm trying to switch my voice. I'm, it's like the ASMR episode of Utility Room. Um, cheers. Um, is it that? So then, how are you DJing? I mean, I guess the answer is with ultra low volume. Is this permanent, Sonny? Is it? You're the second person I've had on Utility Room that has talked about this. That stress and anxiety can help induce tinnitus or tinnitus. I'm not sure. I apologize. You probably know the correct way of saying it. I don't. Um, it's heavy. Hmm. Your contributions have been to the East Coast scene. At the intro of the show, I kind of messed it up a little bit because I got stuck. I scrambled to get started tonight. I feel like I yeah, and now I realize, am I giving my best? Is that like what I want to do? Um, you're you're a DJ hero. That's what I was trying to say. You know, and that it's in the intro. I'm saying it again. You know, I'm not quite sure what your vibe musically, your vibe that you were spreading on dance floors and mixtapes, um, all across the East Coast. You know, is there an area in the East Coast of Canada that you haven't performed in? Every corner, right? Which is crazy. Do you have a favorite tour or residency moment? One that as you just finished saying, you got lots of great memories, but is there one that's a standout? Oh yeah, okay, but not too good that you can't do the recall right now with us. Good stuff. How do you going through all the time that you've done and seeing everything that you've seen through the decades? How do you feel about DJing in 2021? Are you? You look very comfortable. It's fantastic. I mean, I'm right. Well, I'm imagining from way, way back in the day of being a kid and trekking along with all of the gear. It must have, at the point where you graduated, just bringing your records and headphones, this must have been a really happy moment, no? If you could, I feel like if we stay with you for a very long time, that I might be like working your ears in a way. So I want to get to the part where this is typically what the guests would call the hot seat moment. That's where I'm going to ask you if you could think what would be the three songs that you would use to either rescue a dance floor in a time of need, or things are going great, but you're going to use these songs because you know that they're absolutely effective to the moment no matter what. What would these three songs be? Okay. Listen, I am a big Tony Sanghor fan. Back in the, you know, and I ran to you going, you got the wild hands. What is it? Yeah, that's me for sure. of 2000s was it was like Derek Carter but harder. Yeah, it had enough quirk to it to be like the classic record sound, but at the same time, it had a bonk to it. I'm sorry, I'm hijacking. Oh, you froze for a sec. Please unfreeze. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, it looks like you're back. That's good. Oh, I froze too. Okay. Did I have a funny face? Okay, most of the guests when that is perfect. But when the freeze has happened, it's typically been a really great face. Like the capture is awesome. Yeah. Um, if we if we want to check out the stories that you've told, the audio legends, where can we go? Do you have a Mixcloud or a SoundCloud that people could go and visit, go and hear what you've done? Okay. Are you performing weekly that people like you have like a stream set up that you're with, or you just jump on when you jump on? We're not going to keep you. You know, Sonny. Thank you. I I'm with you. I'm with you, dude. You know, I hope that everything gets much greater. That it's not a struggle, and I love that. No, no gold tone arm at the end of it. I think my favorite part of of what's happening right now, what you're saying, is that regardless of everything that's going on, you're still with the music, and that clearly that was the primary for everything that was going on, uh, regardless of the running around or the carrying gear bags or the other obstacles that you were facing, is that you're still dealing with all of these different feelings and bringing them in, and I love it. I love that too, man. I do. Thank you. Any shouts out before we run? Me too. Yeah. at the time, fudge, I can't remember, man. Apologies. Yeah, but I do like to have a good time, so I'm glad that you've got a memory of us doing that together. My heart's with you, my mind's with you, and I'm really happy that you're with us right here tonight in the utility room with Mr. Sonny D, super awesome sauce, and hearing the story. This has been, uh, well, it's eye-opening, and at the same time, we're happy to hear that positivity is strong within you. Cheers. Don't touch that dial, Sonny. And for all you that are out there, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate, do all the things that make